Good morning everyone. As I already uploaded the detailed review videos of HK9 Pro and the original Apple Watch 8, I am going to compare the most significant differences and similarities between two watches. So let's look side by side. First, I'm not sure if you can realize, but HK9 Pro is a little bit bigger than the original Apple Watch 8. Let's look at from this side. As you can see, on the Apple Watch 8, there is no circle, I mean colored circle. But on the HK9 Pro, there is a orange circle, which refers to the eSIM feature. But my Apple Watch 8 is not the, eSIM version. So it doesn't have a telephone feature, which means you cannot add your eSIM to this one. Also, this doesn't have, but it refers as a clone. And from this side, the speaker placements are not exactly the same. While the Apple Watch 8 speaker is in the middle, close to middle, this one is just close to the back side of the watch. And at the back side, both have black backside. Watch Series 8, 45mm, but in fact, the HK9 Pro is not, the HK9 Pro is not 45mm. So, as a clone, it should be 45mm. Let's measure the original one first. As you can see, even the original one is actually not completely 45mm, it is 45.28mm. But when we measure the HK9 Pro, the size is 46.38mm. So it is almost 1.1mm bigger than the original one. So with the design, with the size, it's not 1-1 clone. And does it affect the usage of original accessories? This is a protective silicone case for the original Apple Watch 8. Let's see if it fits to HK9 Pro. As you can see, with some little work, you can make it fit to the HK9 Pro, but not perfectly. As a silicone, you can make it fit and push the limits, but if you are using, or if you would like to buy a hard shell, just like this one, hard shell protective case for the HK9 Pro, you cannot use the hard shell protective cases which are being sold for the Apple Watch 8. And if you look to the packaging, this is the packaging of HK9 Pro, and this is the packaging of original Apple Watch 8. Okay. Now I would like to show you the maximum brightnesses for both watches. HK9 Pro is way brighter. And as you can see, we have a red dot blinking here. HK9 Pro has a red dot feature just like the original Apple Watch 8. It's a good thing. And we have compass here. Also, original Apple Watch has a compass. And in that compass, you can see the approximate altitude from the sea level in the Apple Watch 8. You cannot see that in HK9 Pro or any other Apple Watch clones. You can see the sound level that you are in with the Apple Watch 8, but you cannot see that. There is not such a feature on HK9 Pro. And when we go to the compass feature and hold on a second, turn the crown, we can use the retrace mode. So when you click that, the watch records the route that you are walking or driving, and if you get lost, you can retrace your steps back to your start point. But on this one, you don't have that feature. It only shows the compass, that's all, directions. And you can also add waypoints with the original Apple Watch 8. You cannot do that with the HK9 Pro or with any other clone watches. Actually, as an original watch, the original Apple Watch, the clone ones just look like it. Actually, there is not too much similar things. Maybe about the settings and heart rate menu. Look at this. Let me open them. And I would like to turn on the 20 minutes always on watch face feature here. So among 20 minutes, it's not going to close. Okay. Now, let's go to, heart rate menu. And also with this, see, current heart rate, current. Resting heart rate, resting heart rate. Walking heart rate, walking average. They almost copied the exact same menu. And when we go to settings, you can see that the menu is almost similar. Personal information, notifications, notice, general, universal, do not disturb mode, focus, display brightness is here. Wi-Fi, as this doesn't have Wi-Fi, it doesn't show it here. Bluetooth, airplane mode, key customization. They made it as much similar as they can, but as you can see in Apple Watch 8, there are loads of features, of course. And what about the responsivity? Okay. And as you can see, it's more clear here that the HK9 Pro is more brighter. Let's see. It's really hard to keep them in hand. Just a second. I would like to put the watch bands on. So the black is the Apple Watch 8. Look at this. As you can see, when I am moving my fingers on HK9 Pro, the icons are getting smaller, but you can realize that they are getting smaller. It's not that smooth, but on the Apple Watch 8, it's faster and smaller. Look at this. Almost same, but of course Apple Watch 8 a little bit faster. But the processor in HK9 Pro is really amazing, almost fast as the Apple Watch 8. It's really incredible how these clone watches become. And on the Apple Watch 8, you have endless options for watch faces, and you can add as much as you want to your watch. But on the HK9 Pro, you only have 9, including the custom watch face. And about the shortcut menu, both shortcut menus are coming from this side. We have Wi-Fi, we don't have Wi-Fi on this one. Race to wake feature. The finding phone icon are on the same place. The battery percentage are on the same place. And with the full battery with Apple Watch 8, even you are using the always on watch face feature, Apple Watch 8 can last more than 2 days with one charge. But we don't have always on feature on this one. The maximum always on feature is 20 minutes with this HK9 Pro. And if you use those features, the watch only capable to last about 1 day if you keep using this feature. If you don't, the maximum 1.5 day, maybe 2 days if you don't use the maximum brightness. But with the Apple Watch 8, you can easily use it more than 2 days with one full charge. Now this is the last one, I think. Hold on a second. And when you touch, just a second, why it doesn't work? when you touch the screen with your two fingers,
it's 2:07
on Apple Watch 8, it reads you the time, but we don't have such, kind of feature on HK9 Pro. And you can connect your Bluetooth earphones, and they don't have to be Apple products, to this Apple Watch 8, and you have a 32 gigabytes of storage. But on HK9 Pro, you can only listen and control the music on your phone. You cannot you cannot store any music on HK9 Pro, or you cannot connect your Bluetooth earphones to HK9 Pro, as this watch doesn't have such a feature. And for some people, it's a very important feature. Apple Watch 8 has a palm gesture feature, but HK9 Pro doesn't have that feature. The clone watch features that Apple Watch 8 doesn't have. This one, split screen. We don't have a split screen feature in Apple Watches. So when we slide, we just change the watch faces. And when it comes to sensors, the sensors on HK9 Pro doesn't work properly. I already made the video and you can find it in my channel. That is interesting because HK8 Pro Max sensors are working just like the original Apple Watch 8. I don't know, maybe that's my luck. The sensors are broken on mine, I'm not sure, but they don't work. And of course, on the Apple Watch 8, when I compare it with the medical device, the Apple Watch 8 always give the same data as a medical device shows. And I already made a video about it also in my channel. Overall, Apple Watch 8 costs around $420 something, but this watch costs around $40. So with the price difference, HK9 Pro is a very good watch, but you cannot find those useful features on this one as the original Apple Watch 8 offers you. Of course, there is a huge price difference, almost $380, depends on the country you are living. Okay, these are the most significant similarities and differences between two watches. If you would like to see the detailed review videos of both watches, you may find the link in the description. As always, thank you for watching and have a great day.